In July, it'll be 24 years since I joined JPMorgan.
I actually started my career at JPMorgan as a summer analyst, moved up through the Analyst program.
So one of the great things about corporate client banking is I get to use both my right and left brain. I can be creative when I'm working on a pitch deck, and then at the same time, I can be analytical on the execution piece.
23 years ago, corporate client banking didn't even exist as it does today. I get to work with some of the most interesting and innovative companies out there.
Corporate client banking is a sub-line of business that sits within the commercial bank.
It's kind of the intersection of commercial banking and investment banking.
We cover companies that are above 500 million in revenue annually, so think mid-cap companies.
We don't look at it as revenue. It's more like what is the opportunity set within the client base.
It's the major companies that do important things around our country. It's the stores we walk into. It's the startup companies to large box brands that we're familiar with, and we serve them and create client relationships at every aspect of their companies.
The analysts in corporate client banking get a ton of deal experience and execution experience across a lot of different products and solutions that we offer.
Within corporate client banking, we have 4 regional teams: Northeast, Midwest, West, and South.
We also have 6 industry verticals: technology, healthcare, energy, entertainment, real estate.
We have the financial institutions group and the green ESG team. The green ESG team is pretty new and they focus on renewable resources. As an analyst, you'll have an opportunity to work directly with clients. You're the one making the presentations and marketing materials. So a lot of times clients will come directly to you to make that change or discuss what we're actually doing. As an analyst, you'll definitely get a lot of client experience.
Especially for folks who are starting their career, it gives them a unique opportunity to work with different clients, work in different industries, and not having to specialize right when you start at the firm. So you get a flavor of finance across different things, and then you can decide what to do afterwards.
Corporate client banking has 3 main roles: coverage, credit, and capital markets. So within the coverage team, that's your relationship team. Clients will come to you and you help them figure out what they need to get their deals done. With the credit team, you focus on whether clients are creditworthy, can we lend to them, and then on the capital market side, we help them raise money, whether that be through debt or equity.
You are working on investment banking transactions and getting a ton of experience across the different product areas without having to rotate to different teams.
One of my favorite parts of the job is to get to work with smart people across the bank. Every day is a little different from the last, and I'm continuously learning.
I also co-chair the Commercial Bank's Inclusive Leadership Forum. Commercial banking had always been very focused on diversity, equity, and inclusion, but the events in 2020 really made us think about pushing that into overdrive.
Part of that has been the creation of the Hispanic Leadership Forum. I was actually asked to co-chair that effort, and we worked together in order to make sure that the DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts are front and center in everything that we do.
Our analyst and associate population is vital. They participate, they help with the workload, and they ensure that we're able to service our clients and our communities effectively. Without them, we wouldn't be able to do the things that we do.
The interns that I see do the best always have a can-do attitude, always asking what can they do more to learn.
Here at JPMorgan, if you raise your hand and ask for something, everyone will do whatever they can to help you achieve that goal. So whatever you put into it is what you'll get out of it. So just work hard, try your best, be curious, and JPMorgan will help you along the way.
It doesn't matter what school you go to, it doesn't matter what you study. We need the best people, we need the people who are thoughtful and ready to get to work.